You know what, Coach? All right, I'm going to take this time to be a little selfish, and I'm going to ask a question based off of Sarah's question, because I think it's a pertinent question, and it's probably a question that resonates or an issue that resonates with people all around. Are you seeing, Coach, as you are in these $1 million meetings and are consulting all these folks, are you seeing a correlation between the folks in the room who are deemed as effective leaders and those that can interpret messaging correctly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, right? And this is the reason why. When you say interpret, that means that I don't see things as they are. I see things according to the myriad of experiences that I have. So all of us filter information differently. That's why, per my response, is repeat what your tasks are. Right? And then we must understand that in effective communication or effective sales, one time does nothing. Pitching the mission or the vision or what it is that we're trying to get done once does nothing. Ongoing, never-ending, relentless communication in terms of what your goals are, what is it that your tasks are, and this is how we do it. This is the expectation, this is the standard, and that this is how we do it. Are you good? And doing that over and over, and people will go, Coach, I mean, we already talked about that. I don't give a shit if we talked about that. We're going to talk about that until we get it done and it's achieved. Then we don't have to talk about it anymore other than an eval on how we could do that part better. But it's because of the fact that these mistakes happen because people just think that other people receive it and would do it the way I would do it. We can't leave that to chance. There's too much money and too much wasted time at stake. And we can all make more money, but get more time back. None of us can do that.
Man, Coach, hey, these 30 minutes just flew by. These 30 minutes just flew by. Look, I want to remind everybody once again, July 17th, $24.99. July 24th, $99.99. It is the Village. Once again, it's normally $49.99. At $24.99 is what we're registering you folks at. That is Friday, July 17th, then every third Friday of the month. VIP package, normally $139.99, and we are registering you folks for only $99.99. So we're going to do that July 24th, then every fourth Friday of the month. Coach, you want to take one more question? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is from Anna in Salt Lake City. And once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in on the Zoom or on the Facebook, wherever your social media platform allows you to do that. If you guys find some jewels here from the Huddle, please share it with some friends, share it with some leaders in communities and organizations, share it with your networks. Anna from Salt Lake City, she put in quotes, convey. She says, I've been accused of being quite short and somewhat rude to my team when in fact, I just communicate the way I know how to, and this has made me successful as a regional VP for my company. Do I change my communication style, or do I change the way, or do I train my team to understand my communication style? Thank you for the question, Anna.
Anna, this is a great question, right? I think the best way to approach this question is compromise. This is the number one language it is that people do in terms of effective marriages and organizations it is that I have ever worked with, is that you meeting them partly the way, and then they now also adjusting and getting thicker skin. This is the dynamic of great relationships. Because if neither changes, what happens is somebody gets let go or the performance is now hindered. What I would also ask you to consider, Anna, and thank you so much for joining in as an executive leader on your team there in the Salt Lake area, is that I ask both the receiver of the information and the deliverer of information is to make sure that the attitude is according to the receiver of the information. Because it's not about us as the leaders. It is about our opportunity to empower people with the behaviors and the performance and the results that we want. So if that is what is demanded of the leader, do so. And then use what it is that you feel is most appropriate, and then all of us can adjust along the way. Because then if it affects your performance, then now it's just telling you what you already know, that you must now make a concerted effort to now compromise with your team. Because we are all in the people business. And if our people don't feel like they are being appreciated or respected in terms of communication lines now have broken down. Now, when your people know you freaking care about them, you can coach them any way you want. And it's the same way in sports, and it's the same way in the corporate world in over 29 industries that I've been in. That once me and Q have a relationship, and Q said, V, shit, we can't do that shit no more. Guess what V's gonna do? Because I know that's my brother, I'm gonna take it to heart, and I'm gonna change, transform, and make sure my behaviors are in line according to the success and the joy, peace, happiness, fulfillment that we want. That dynamic is what it is that I would only ask you to consider. Because if you're hitting high numbers, I'd say you could change it if you want to. If you're not hitting high numbers, I'd say you'd have to change. So from there, it is for your consideration to do. Thank you so much, Anna, for tuning into the call.
Man, Coach, hey, in the interest of time, and I know we want to be respectful of people's times, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's tuned in, once again, not only on the Zoom, but on the Facebook. Lopeti is tuned in. Seilala is tuned in as well. So thank you, folks, for tuning in. Coach, thank you for another amazing huddle. We appreciate you, my brother.
No, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the whole Island Block media team, Brother Green, the producer, as well as Brother Q, always lending his services as a worldwide host to be on this huddle with us all. And I would challenge everyone this in their communication as we sign off. I would love to have you in my sessions that are coming up. We have a free session every single month. If you need help, please reach out to me and message me. But I would challenge you this in your communication to yourself. Because despite how your communication is to other people, let's start first and foremost with the communication of your own self-talk. That you don't discourage yourself, that you're not negative with yourself. We're talking about effective communication, which starts with you, and you are the key to not only your communication, but you, my friends and family, are the key to everything, everything. So in that, tell yourself this instead of the negativity and the fear, which is false evidence appearing real, is that you can face everything and rise, and tell yourself this, the Coach V belief code in terms of effective communication to encourage and inspire and empower yourself forward. I believe in me and what I believe will be. To respect all and to fear nothing, and I will not be bullied, and the bully will not be me. I believe in me and what I believe will be. Until next time, work to be your best and live your best life. This is your boy, Coach V, the Island Block Radio Media team, as well as the Coach V team. One love, Aloha Friday, mad respects. Live it. Peace.
Right now, we got a shot at anything. You could be a kid like I was at 4 years old, not knowing how to speak English, to getting to where I'm 42 years old right now, and I speak a language that is not mine for anywhere between $200 and $300 a minute. Is that nuts? That I stood in a free lunch line in Pomona, California. I could never afford lunch from kindergarten to high school. That I stood in that line and said that I may never change my situation, but by God, my child never stand in a free lunch line, ever. That's the relationship it is that I had with kids that I didn't even have yet. All I got for bandwidth is to become the biggest billionaire that I can be and impact the world so that they can become what they want to be. That's what I got time for. And the only thing that I would make room for at any time, 24-hour, 365, is my God, my wife, and my kids. So what is that for you? A champion. Not just the winner, but what it is that you want to champion in terms of your calling. For me, on my nonprofit side, that's youth. The 3,900 plus kids that have come through our doors over the last 3 years never paid a dime because I was that kid. And people that own a business, that are billionaires and millionaires that I work with now, they understand this concept that is not about me. If you're trying, you'll learn the lesson, whether you win, fail, succeed, be embarrassed, or degress, regress, or progress. It will happen. It's a win. That's why I call it 125 wins and 18 lessons in 11 years.
Billy, I'm the folk out, Bella, call me Coach Reed.